Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Power Sports.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. This is Larry Ray sitting in to do each and every Saturday morning. I didn't sit in last Saturday because I was in the Gulf of Mexico fishing, and I have to admit, yes, I opened the show from the boat, okay? But then I was supposed to call back at, and Greg Ratliff, our show producer, knows this. I was supposed to call back at 10 o'clock, I got called back at 7 o'clock, and I got messed up because we were in the midst of catching a 25-pound bull red. And I just forgot.
Defined we.
I didn't catch that one.
That's what I was thinking.
No, because I was more concerned about my back and, hernia and stuff like that. So I was directing and taking pictures.
Okay.
You can go on lroutdoors.com and see pictures of I've got some pictures of me.
Aren't you glad I got that straight for everybody
you did.
out
Thank
there?
you, Frank, for out there. But I did forget to call in at 7. My apologies to all you listeners out there that I got to catching fish, and now I know what it means. But, hey, we're getting ready to start really close. Can you believe that we're coming up on the open of the squirrel season in Tennessee is coming up? I think it's the last Saturday or the third. I think it's the next Saturday. I think. I'm not going to don't judge me on that, but we're getting ready to have the squirrel season that opens the official. We had the big Mid-South Hunting and Fishing Extravaganza last weekend, and so that's why I've brought Robert Woods in the studio this morning, because I've had a chance to do some turkey hunting with Robert on his property near Holly Springs. That's been in the family how long, Robert?
Parts of it are around 100 years.
Around 100 years, and I got to see parts of it. I told Robert I don't run and gun, but we ended up getting in a ditch and coming on the top and going after something. So I wanted Robert to hear this next guest because I think this is really cool. We've got with us now on Outdoors with Larry Ray. He is Randy Ferman. He is the CEO for Extreme Hunting Solutions, and they got some cool products, and one of them that really caught my eye, not that all of them didn't, is no trespassing sign. So we want to talk to Randy. Good morning, Randy.
Hey, good morning, Larry. Good morning, Frank and Robert. How you all doing?
We're doing great. Thank you for being with us on Outdoors with Larry Ray. This is big hunting land down here, and I've got to ask you a little bit. Your company produces a lot of products, but give us a little detail on why this no trespassing sign. How did this come about?
Yeah, that's a really good question, Larry. So I moved out here to southern Iowa. I'm a huge, passionate, crazy deer hunter, probably like a lot of your listeners. And I moved from the east, and originally I moved here to southern Iowa. I'm actually, my farm's right on the Iowa-Missouri border.
Whoa,
I moved my whole business here, yeah. I mean, it's one of the Super Bowls of, as we all know, of whitetail hunting.
It is.
At least in my opinion, it is. You
Yeah.
know? And originally I was going to stay back east and just hunt my farm, every year. And I found out in Iowa it's a draw state, so I'm a crazy bow hunter as well as gun as well.
Mm-hmm.
And when I found out I could only hunt my ground every 4 years, I said, that's not going to happen. And you're not going to tell me when I can hunt my ground. So I moved everything here to southern Iowa. The problem that I had, Larry, was that I couldn't keep people off my ground, whether it was shed hunting.
Yeah. Robert's shaking his head over there. He knows all about this in Mississippi,
right,
so keep going.
So that's right. So shed hunting, mushroom hunting, deer hunting. So what I did was, because back east, unfortunately back east, you got no trespassing signs. It means come on in. But I said, I'm going to do something different. So I designed a sign. It had a camera on it, kind of the ones you see like a 7-Eleven, has a wire, and it says this property is protected by camera surveillance. And I posted pretty heavy on my ground, and I'll tell you what, it stopped all the trespassing immediately.
Did. Yes, yeah, because it's. Well, go ahead. Excuse me.
No. It's all right. So I was going to say, so I took it a step further. So our new signs, as you've seen, what's cool about it, and I copyrighted it, so nobody can make this sign. Nobody can make a no trespassing sign with a picture of a trail camera. And then this one actually has an antenna. So it's a wireless trail camera, and basically, as you know, the sign says the property is protected by cellular camera surveillance.
Yeah.
Violators will be prosecuted. There's a picture of the trail camera, and underneath the trail camera it says images sent immediately via text and email.
It's cool. Yeah. You need these. You need these, Robert.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Larry.
I said Robert needs these. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, and and it's just like putting a burglar alarm sign, saying you have a burglar alarm system in your house, in front of your house. You don't have to have the system. That burglar is going to go to another house, just like on our farms. People just go to a different farm if they're going to trespass. They're not going to take the risk.
Yeah.
So the response has been amazing.
Well, it's got to. And we're talking to Randy Ferman. He is with Extreme Hunting Solutions out of Cedarville, Iowa. Not only about some of their other products we'll bring in there, but these signs are built to last too, right, Randy?
Yeah, they are. We make them, I'm a hunter first, and even the other products that we developed, it's all created I was just tired of buying stuff that didn't do what I thought it did. So we make them in aluminum, which I've had on my farm here in Iowa for 4 years. They still look brand new. We make them in a high-density polyethylene, which is a plastic, but you can fold it in half and crease it. It won't break, so you can drive nails through it. And then we make it in a Tyvek. That's the stuff you wrap the outside of your house in to weatherproof it. As well. So it comes in a 10-pack. It comes with a roll of 100 for the Tyvek, and then the aluminum and plastic come in sets of 12.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. So depending on how much land you got, you can get the 100 individually sheets wrapped for about $1 each.
That's right.
That's pretty
right.
cool.
It also depends on how aggressive you want to be. I can tell you, and I was embarrassed, to be honest, with my home farm.
Yeah.
I posted every 50 feet, but I was trying to make a point.
Oh, yeah,
every 50. Point was me.
Yeah, if you've got them every feet. Now, Robert's got, how much land you got, Robert?
We got about 3,000 acres.
3,000 acres. So, Robert, if you put them every 50 feet, you'll be one of his best customers here.
Yeah, sir. It'd take me about 6 months to get it done.
6 months to get it.
It's funny, Robert, because I posted my ground. I've got about 800 acres myself. 120 of it goes into Missouri. And I posted it. I'm 56 years old, so I still didn't know 20. But at the end of the day, my body tells me I'm a lot older than that.
Oh, yeah,
but,
when you start to...
But what I did was I posted my ground originally myself, and I hired a young man when I changed out the signs to the trail camera ones, and I let him do it this time.
There you go. Let somebody else do it. Frank, you have land that you duck hunt on and things, so it doesn't really have to be deer hunting. It could be anything that you want to put up. Is that? Do you have signs now? Do you do?
I do.
You do. Yeah.
I have cameras.
You have cameras. Yeah. And so,
and I've had discussions with people that weren't supposed to be there.
Oh, really, Robert? You ever had discussions with people not supposed to be on your land?
Yes, sir. They magically can't read.
They can't.
Whenever it comes to deer hunting.
Well, these things, I've looked at the size of them. Tell our listeners how big is this sign now?
They're approximately 12 by 12. It's depending on the material. It could be 11 1/4 by 11 1/4, and some are 12 by 12. So they're bright red. We do use a UV resistant ink. So depending on how long you want to leave them out there, I would say the Tyveks are going to be 2 to 3 years. The plastics are probably 7 to 10, and then the aluminum. I think they're going to last 20-plus years at least.
Wow.
And people can see them. They're bright. It's not like
I can
people
see
go
them.
blind.
Yeah, they are bright. And you guys have been you formed a company in 2012. So in three years, I can tell you guys are heavy into products that maybe we can't use down here, but is out there for you people that maybe you just want to. Maybe you're not hunters, I'm telling you, if you want to view animals. So tell our listeners some of the other things, because you guys have got some cool products that somebody has to sit around and think about these things.
Yeah, well, people asked me if I was ever in prison, and I said, what do you mean? They said, well, if you don't invent this stuff, you must have too much time on your hands. But I just real quickly and briefly, I was just tired of buying stuff that you didn't. As a hunter first, like all of our products, if it's an attraction, like our candy corn, there's a window that you can see what you're buying before you buy it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because a lot of the stuff, if you open up these attractions, I won't mention company names, but if you could, deer don't eat powder. Powder doesn't grow in the woods. Yeah. Corn grows out there, and soybeans and sunflower seeds and oats, and that's what's in our candy corn. And, even if if you all aren't allowed to bait, like we're not allowed to bait in Iowa either, even though every Walmart I go into,
they're all in there.
With bait.
Yeah.
And it's gone. But if you want to get great trail cam pictures, our candy corn is a concentrated product that has a strong caramel smell, And you can mix that with up to 300 pounds of whole or cracked corn. It works great in a feeder, spin feeder, or a gravity feeder. And it's not for nutritional value. It's strictly for an attractant to pull the deer in and hold them on your ground. And if you mix that with 50 pounds, let's say, of corn, and you have a separate pile of corn, you're going to eat the corn with the candy corn before they touch the regular corn.
Really?
So that's a really great product. The Stick and Lick and Stick and Lick Junior.
Yeah.
I guess I'll say the name because it's a great product. You know, I was using Wild Game Innovation.
Yeah.
Apple infused. It's a 5-pound screw-in product. It has a lag bolt that screws into the tree. So if you guys have hog problems, you can get it up off the ground. You know, you want it up
we got
near
those.
Anyway for a deer.
Yeah. Well, we got.
And the only I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's all right. We only got a couple of minutes here, so I was
okay.
I'm just going to tell our listeners, Randy, how they can find out more information about your company and maybe about the signs and other things.
Yeah, everything is on our website, which is www.extremehuntingsolutions.com. You can Google. You can go on YouTube. There's a bunch of great videos.
There are.
You can Google my name, and we are in Centerville, Iowa.
Okay.
We've got everything we have. We have a 110% money back guarantee. Everything works the way we think the other stuff works.
Well, Randy, thanks for taking time on this Saturday morning to be on Outdoors with Larry. We will stay in touch. I love the names of your products. I've always wanted to be a guy that just goes around and does the names to these things because I think I would be a good stick and lick deer pop.
There you go.
So, Randy, thank you, buddy. Have a great day, and we will stay in touch, okay?
Hey, thank you all, and I wish you and all of your fans a great hunting season.
All right. Thanks, Randy. All right.
Thanks, guys.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Going to come back and talk to Robert Woods over here and Frank Barton a little about lands you have that you don't want other people to keep wandering in. And we'll talk about that on Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790.